Welcome back to the greenhouse today, everybody. Not going to be working in the greenhouse, but on something outside the greenhouse. Just wanted to show these little radishes we got popping up down here. Lots of little radishes in the bed, lots of little onions and things coming up. Corn salad and all these beautiful marigolds. Doing awesome. As it's freezing outside, we've got ice on things. So today we're going to be talking about solar power, and that runs off of 200 watts. One to run the system, one to run the heater. So today we're going to be setting up and building some type of structure so I can get myself a 45 to 60 degree angle on a 3-panel setup. So bear with me. I'm going to be designing something, cutting up some wood. As you can see, we took down our shade house. So before I jump over there and start building, the shade house got nailed by a 70+ mile-an-hour storm, and it just wreaked havoc on it. It was leaning, and if you see the short video, it's not safe to be around. So I took it down before it hurt somebody. So going to go back to the drawing board, clearing out the whole area. I got a mess on my hands out here always. There's just so much to do and so little time. So let's jump right into this and get designing. I've got these little pieces of framing angle iron, or whatever they would be called. I got them for scrap, basically free. So I've got 4 of them. I just pounded 2 in with a brick here just to get them kind of squared up, see where I want them. I'm gonna cut myself up a nice 45-degree angle on the miter saw. Yes, typical redneck. My truck is full of like trunks and all types of stuff, fishing stuff. You name it, I got it in there. Gonna take myself a screw and just mark on the wood there, right along this line. So I've got these 2 45-degree cuts because the sun is so low in the winter time that I absolutely have to have them at about a 45 to 60 degree angle to be at a 90-degree angle to the sun. So we want the sun shining as best as it can onto these panels for the highest efficiency, especially with this 300-watt solar heating system that I'm trying to build. So in the last video, we had shown how we were doing that and just experimenting with what we can heat with 300 watts. And it's not very much air, but it can be a decent, substantial source of thermal mass when you're heating water. So let's hook these up. Hopefully that wasn't too boring, just watching me build this together. So I reinforced, I braced it, and we've got 3 panels held up nice and solid. These are not going to come out of here. And I just pinched them between those 2 2x3s. And then I've got 1 board on the back, and I used a small bracket down here. So now I'll be able to hook up all 3 of these without just having them haphazardly hooked up. We'll be able to run whatever 300-watt system that we need to. I've got my clips here where I can actually hook up 4 panels, I believe. Yeah, this 4-panel hookup, but that routes all 3 of the panels into one. I showed this in the last video where we were setting up a 300-watt water and air heater. So this was literally like a 5-minute build here. I just thought about it and I was like, man, I'll just go grab my camera and show everybody. I picked these up super cheap. They're kind of dented. I think I paid $1 a piece for them, and they're probably much more at the store. So we've got a decent angle on this. All of them are sitting in there, and they can't really come out unless you slide them. They're really solid. So that is what I was looking for. It beats the crap out of leaning them against the greenhouse. I designed this one probably 5 years ago, and this just holds my one panel on. Nice little wooden frame. Decent for just the one panel that we were using it for, but I needed much more to get more power into the greenhouse, and we're not going to negatively impact but this tiny little corner when the sun gets as low as it possibly can. Right now, that's the highest it's going to be for quite a few months here. So as I said, I really didn't plan on filming any videos or doing anything other than just cleaning up my property and got our shade house down. So I wanted to show what I was doing. I figured if I'm going to build something, I might as well just do it on camera so you guys can see, get an idea. It's very, very simple. This was all just recycled wood that I had. I mean, it could cost if you didn't have it, but you can use logs. You can use pretty much whatever you have on hand to achieve something like this in order to get your panels up off the ground. We have maybe a good foot above the soil, and that is my biggest problem. Is we'll get snow and it'll just accumulate, and then you got to wipe it down, and then you got to shovel in front to get rid of all of the snow that's accumulated over the whole winter. So when that stuff melts and freezes and got 0 temps, it's not easy or fun to deal with all of the snow and ice. So that's pretty much it for today. Nice, short, simple video. Built ourselves a nice stand for all 300 watts of power we've got coming in here. So stay tuned as we develop the heater that these are going to actually power. It's going to be for a thermal mass of water using 100% solar power to heat it. And I've been trying to design something, so drop me ideas for our 300 watt immersion heater, and we will get all of this together and wrapped up in the next video or two, because we got to get our pond finished. We'll be laying our pond liner in and getting all of that squared away. So waiting for the next dump of wood chips to come. So there's tons and tons of things that I'm going to be bringing to you guys. So thank you for watching this one, and I'll see you in the next video.